Hi, I'm Judy and welcome to today's Yoga Kick class. Today's theme is going to be Abs-pirational. So we're going to be focusing on a lot of core and ab exercises within the Yoga Kick framework. And it's Abs-pirational because I am adding in some more difficult variations that I like to teach with this class format. It's not meant for you to be able to do everything perfectly today. It's more meant to give you an idea of where we could take this in terms of providing more advanced types of workouts and also just giving you different types of challenges. So as always, if there's anything that seems kind of beyond your reach for today, no worries. Just either sit it out or try to modify it down. And over time, hopefully you'll be able to work up to some of these modifications and progressions. So to start, we will begin in a quadruped pose on our wrists and our knees aligned underneath our shoulders and our hips. Some cat-cows to begin, 3 of these. Exhaling up to cow, drawing the abs in really tight, belly button pulling up towards the ceiling. Inhale to cow, so a nice long U-shaped back bend here, chest open. Exhale to cat, and inhale to cow. One more time like that. Exhale to cat, really pressing the mat away, using your abs, drawing up the belly button, and inhale to cow. From here, we're going to go into a bear crouch, which is neutral spine. You see how that's different from those 2 positions we just did. Tuck your toes under, and then just hover your knees about 1 inch off the ground. I tend to lock my elbows. You probably don't want to do that. That's hyperextending them. So just soften the elbows and hold here for another 5 breaths in through the nose and out through the nose as we start to heat up our body. Each time that you exhale, focus on drawing your abs in, and on the inhale, keep the abs in. Good. Couple more breaths here, so you should feel your glutes, quads and abs, arms all activating here. 1 more breath. Good. And then lower the knees, come back into child's pose in an exhale, and we're going to move right into knee plank. Inhale forward to plank, exhale back to child's pose. Good. 4 more. Inhale to plank and exhale back. For then the next 3, if you want to come up into a high plank, go for it. Exhale back to child's pose each time. 2 more. Inhale forward, abs engaged. Exhale. And last time. Inhale forward. Oops, locking those elbows again. And exhale back. Good. Coming into boat pose or Navasana next. This one is also meant to activate the core. You're just going to sit back with a neutral spine, so not curved or arched. And you'll feel the abs begin to engage as you get to a certain point where your torso is fighting gravity to stay up. Okay? And so you can do the typical version of Navasana, which is like so, feet hovering. Or if that's too difficult for your back or abs at this point, you can feel free to bring your feet on the ground. Yeah? So we'll hold here, either version, for 3 more breaths. Each time you exhale, again, pull the abs in. On the inhale, make sure you don't let it all go. Make sure the abs are still engaged as well. Shoulders are relaxed. Excellent. Okay, moving right along into gate pose. This one we've done a couple of times now in our workouts this month and videos this month. So aligning the hand, knee, and heel in one direction. Nice long stretch from the fingertips here to the outer heel or outer foot there. Shoulders rolled away from your ears. Now really press into the palm of the hand so you can feel the lats and the sides of your torso engage and the shoulders moving away from the ear. That's going to set us up for the next ab exercise, which is a side plank. And here you can just float your bottom foot forward and stagger them. That's a little easier, or you can stack on top of each other. Okay, just make sure that the shoulder doesn't move towards the ear and the abs stay engaged. If this is too hard on your wrists, you can always move down into the elbow plank version. Good, 3 more nice deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the nose. Inhale and exhale. Last time. Inhale and exhale. Very nice. Gently come out of that, and we'll switch over to the other side. So starting with gate pose, aligning the hand, knee, and heel on this side. And you basically want to pretend as if your torso and your leg are between two panes of glass, so you're not leaning forward or back. You're exactly neutral all across. Nice long stretch, shoulders away from the ears. Okay, now press more into the supporting palm. Make sure the elbow's not locked, shoulders away from the ear, and go ahead and float that bottom leg forward. You can stay here staggered or stack. Good. And here, it's almost like there's a string pulling your hips up towards the ceiling. We'll take 3 more breaths together here, in through the nose, and out through the nose. 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. Excellent. Coming out of that, we will come into a plank pose briefly on both hands now. We're going to do a 3-legged dog with knee pulses and scorpion. So it's a lot of coordination, choreography, but it's really not that difficult. So starting in a plank position to space yourself or your feet in your hands. Exhale back to downward facing dog. From here, inhale, lift one leg up, doesn't matter which, we'll do both sides. And then exhale, bring the knee in towards your chest as you come forward to a 3-legged plank. Here, exhale as you nudge your knee towards your chest 5 times. 3, 4, 5. And then now bring the knee towards your elbow and then set the foot down to the outside of that hand and twist. So there's your scorpion. And then go ahead, lower the hand back down. Exhale, kick that foot back up into your 3-legged dog. Lower the leg. And then inhale the other leg up this time. Exhale, bring the knee towards your chest. And 5 pulses here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knee towards your elbow and then set the foot down on the outside of the other hand. And go ahead and twist towards that front leg. Good. Setting the hand back down. Step back into your downward facing dog. We'll do 2 more times each side. So one leg comes up. Exhale, knee to the chest. 5 pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step the foot to the outside of the hand. Turn for your scorpion on this side. Good. And then exhale back. Other leg lifts. And exhale 5 pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Foot to the outside of the hand and turn. Good. Back to 3-legged dog and down. First leg again. Exhale forward. 5 pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step and twist. Kick back. Other leg. Up. Knee in. 5 pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step and twist. Good. And exhale back. Just 2 more times each side. Inhale up. And exhale, knees to chest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And step. Twist. Exhale back. Switch to the other side. Forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step. Twist. Exhale back. And down 1 more time each side. Up. Knee to the chest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step. Twist. And back. Finally, last time, other side. 5 pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step. Twist. And then come on back. Great work. Okay, from here, you can come and rest into child's pose very briefly, and we'll come up to some standing exercises now. So that was the yoga portion of our warm-up, and we're going to move on to some kicks now. So the first one is not really a kick, it's a kick prep. We're going to do some of those knee strikes we've been working on. So go ahead and place your weight on your left foot, and you're going to exhale, bring the right knee towards your chest. We're just going to do 10 on each side, okay? Exhaling each time. Ready? And 10, 9, 8. Engaging your abs every time the knee comes up. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Other side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, And 1. Good. Next, we're going to work on push kicks. We did the sitting version of this last week in our chair workout. Okay, and this is what it looks like from a standing perspective. It looks very much like a front kick. Okay, so first you're going to have your front leg doing the kicking. So here I have, I'm mirroring you, so this will be your left leg in front. Arms up. So you're going to chamber and then push out, rechamber, and set it down. Yeah, so knee in, and then you're counterbalancing, and then setting it down. So whereas the front kick was more like a flick, right? This is more of a push. Okay, so let's do 10 on this side, 10 on the other. Ready, fighting stance, and 1, chamber, extend, rechamber, and down. Here's 2. So this one is in the abs-pirational workout because we're clearly using our abs here to bring the knee in, and then also to counterbalance here. Here's number 5. Good. And 6, 7, 8, and 9. Good. One more. Nice work. Okay, other side. All right, so now taking your right knee up towards your chest, flex the foot, exo, extend, retract. Good. Here's 2, and 3, 4, good, 5, 6, 7, abs are tight so you're not back bending, 8, you want to keep the back safe, 9, and 10. Excellent. Okay, we're going to add a combination now, knee strikes and back kick. So we're going to use opposite legs to do that. I'll show you what I mean. So we'll face over towards your left first, taking your left knee, doing a knee strike here. Now with the front leg, set it down, back kick. Yeah? So left knee, right back kick. All right, so we'll do 10 of those on this side. Ready? 1. You can start off slow and low and make your way up. Here's 3. Good. 4, remember we're counterbalancing our torso to come down if we're going to kick higher. Last count again. Let's say this is 7. Good. 8, 9, and 10. Okay, other side, same thing. So now your right knee comes up, 10, and back kick. 9, good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. So that one was pretty easy once you got the hang of it because you could counterbalance forward and back. Now we're going to use a little more balance and try doing a front kick and a back kick for the same leg. Okay? So now you really have to manage your center of balance here. Let's start with your left leg forward towards this side, and then we're going to kick with the right leg. Okay, so first is going to be the front kick. So remember, we're chambering, pointing the toe, flicking forward, and then now you're going to flex your foot and then come into a back kick and down. Good. Ooh, my lighting just changed. That's great. Okay, so we're going to do that 9 more times on this, or 10 times on this side. Okay? Slower is harder, so once you get the hang of it, you can speed it up a little bit. Ready? And 1. So same leg, and you can set it down in between, or just keep going once you get the hang of it. 2, and 3, 4, and 5. Good. 6, and 7. Good. Here's 8, and 9. Good. Last one. All right. Excellent. Let's see how the other side does. This should be my better balancing side, but we'll see. All right. So 10 on this side. Front kick with your left leg. Back leg with the same leg. Or back kick. Right? And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. Excellent. Okay, shake that out a little bit. All right, next. Next we have a low lunge and a front kick. This is one of those aspirational ones potentially today. But I have an option for you if that's a little too much. Okay, so we're going to take, let's say, our right leg, step back into basically a low lunge, like what we do in in the yoga part of our workout. Just make sure you have some room in front of you. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take that back leg and bring it up into a front kick and then come back down into the low lunge. Yeah, so this takes a lot of balance and glute work on the supporting side. So if that's too much, you can just do step back and then kick. Okay? Step back and kick. That's fine. So we'll do 10 of these on each side. Choose whatever version works best for you. Okay? Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Good. We'll do the same thing on the other side. I'll keep facing this way so you can see kind of what the other leg is doing. So we just did that leg. So now we're going to take your left leg back into the lunge. Okay, or this is just a step back. And 10 on this side. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, there goes my shoe. Wardrobe malfunction. Okay, let's say this is 5 again. Here's 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. Whew. Take a little break. Grab some water if you need. All right, we have one more kick combo, and then we'll be moving on to some stretching. Okay, so we will be doing a front kick, side kick, and back kick combination. We haven't really worked much on our side kicks since the tutorial, so it'll be good to work on that. The thing about the side kick is if you try to go too high without moving your torso sideways to counterbalance, you can kind of, pinch some of the muscles in the hip. So just be very careful. That's one of the reasons why I've done so many front and back kicks in the workout so far. It's just easier to manage that. Okay, so you're going to take your right leg, left leg, front, front, and then side, side, right, left. And I have this little convenient pocket behind me on the couch for back, back. Okay, so we're just going to do that 5 times, doing right, left, with each of those 3 kicks. And then we'll do it 5 times, left, right, left, right. Okay, ready, and 1, front, front, side, side. And you can go a little slower than me, that's fine. Just, you might not make it to 5 kicks on each side today. It's better to have good form. Here's 3. And then for the side kick, remember we're stepping the foot to the side so we don't twist our knee. Good, here's 4. And 5. Excellent. Okay, so now we're going to start with our left leg first, and then the right leg. Same order. Front kick, side kick, and back kick. 5 times. Ready? And 1. And back kick. Here's 2. Abs are tight the whole time for all of these kicks. and 3. Good. 4. And 5. Last one. Excellent. Okay, from here we're going to go into a transition here. So coming into a plank, exhale, down dog. Inhale and exhale. And just letting your heart rate come down before we go into some stretches. Good, abs stay tight. Your hamstrings should feel much looser now, and hopefully your abs more engaged. Definitely my heart rate and my breathing are up. Good. Okay, I'm going to hold back in your plank for 5 counts, or 5 breaths is fine. Inhaling through the nose, and now you can exhale through the mouth. Just start cooling your body. If it's too confusing to think about inhaling through the mouth or exhaling through the mouth, don't worry about it. Just do whatever's more comfortable for now. 2 more breaths. Good. Okay, and then just lower down into child's pose briefly. Okay, now we're going to do a low lunge to stretch. So again, all those front kicks can tighten up the hip flexor if you are not used to doing them. Usually, after a period of time, your abs figure out how to do more of the work, but until then, or if they're not quite strong enough yet, your hip flexors might kick in a little too much, so this is good for stretching that. If you want, you can multitask with catching the back foot, either the opposite hand or the same hand, same side hand, and do a quad stretch at the same time. So you see my kneecap isn't actually on the ground, it's the very bottom of my thigh, so it doesn't hurt my kneecap when I do this. Good, and then just go ahead, same thing, other side. Low lunge. And if you want, you can add opposite side or same side quad stretch. Okay, from here, we're going into our half Hanuman, which is essentially our split, or half split. So you can start the same way, just to space your feet in this low lunge. And then from here, keeping your pelvis neutral, so not tucking under like this, start to shift your hips back until you're almost at the top of, for instance, like an axe kick, right? So you're hinging from your hips and flexing the front foot. If this isn't that much of a stretch for you, instead of thinking about straightening the leg and coming up, think about bending the knee, bringing the torso towards the thigh, and you can always, I like to go backwards if I want to deepen the stretch. So just moving to the front of my mat here. So you can scooch the back knee back gradually. This is not going to go all the way for me today, pretty tight, but you can go closer to your full split, full Hanuman here. Yeah, just be very mindful of what your boundaries are, especially if you haven't done this before or in a long time. Let's do the other side. Starting in a low lunge position and then hinging from the hips. Good, and if you want to try to go a little deeper, you can scooch the back, knee back. Just make sure that your hips are still aligned, that your hips aren't like this, right? So they're squared. And this is probably about all I'm going to do today. Nice deep breaths into the nose, out the mouth. Excellent. And then you can make your way out of that. Usually come forward into that lunge. That makes it easier to come out. Next, we'll do pigeon pose. So you have the option to do the figure 4 stretch, which we've done together. Here's another version, which is the actual pigeon pose. You're going to lay your lower leg not quite parallel to the mat. It'll come down a little bit, but definitely flex your foot, and you're going to square off your hips. So the hip on this side, the lengthened leg, is really aiming towards the mat, and you're not doing this kind of Square it off. And if you want, you can rest here. You can elevate your hips if you are not quite touching the ground. You don't want to have too much pressure on this knee. But if you're supported on the mat, you can go ahead and do this. And if you're looking for an extra challenge, let's see if I can do this in my shoes. You can try your king pigeon. Okay, so you're coming up and you're really lengthening through the back and not just doing a crunch in the back. You're going to bring your back foot forward, just like we did for the low lunge, and then just tuck that toe into your elbow, and then you can complete the circle here. You see my hip is kind of opening, so I'm a little too tight for this. Ideally, you want this squared. And again, my glutes are working, my abs are working, my back is not working too hard. Yeah. Good. Okay. And you can release that down. To transition to the other side, you have the option of coming into a three-legged dog and then switching to the other side. And then make it easier to lay that leg down in front of you and coming into your stretch here. And again, if you want, you can try a king pigeon on this side. Nice lengthened spine. Float the foot up. And then go ahead, tuck that toe into your elbow and close the circle here. Also a little bit tight here on this side. You can see my flip hip on the couch side floating up a little. Ideally that's not happening. Good. And then just go ahead and release that. Coming back into, you just swivel around actually now and come lay down on your back. And we'll just do your back twist. We've done this before too. Lifting your hips, shifting them to the right side of your mat, and then twisting the knees over to the left. Look over to your right hand. Ideally, your knees are stacked right on top of each other here. And then go ahead, use your ab muscles, come back to center. Shift your hips over to the other side, and then knees over to the right. Look over to your left hand. And then now you can come back to center and perhaps come into Shavasana position while I play some music for you. Today I'll be playing Liszt's Constellation 3, and we'll get started. So nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, or however is most comfortable for you. And just continue to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Relax your jaw and just let the muscles in your body, the bones and everything just relax into the mat. Melt all that tension away, all that hard work that you've done. And I hope you enjoy the music. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice today.